having things isn't fun. Getting things is fun.
Not knowing if you're going to get things and then getting them is fun.
That's the middle of dopamine, right?
So once you have things and you know you can get things, getting them doesn't become that exciting anymore. Then
how do you mean?
Because if you could just get whatever you want, you don't get that excited about it. Like if you okay, when I got my first nice car, I got I think it was a '95 Toyota Supra Turbo, and it was awesome. I couldn't believe it. It's like, this is like a real nice new car, and like the car I wanted, a Supra Turbo, was the shit. I couldn't believe I had it. When I drive it around, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is mine. I'd park it, I couldn't believe it was mine. Mm. But after a while, you get another car, and then you get another car, and then getting a car is just like, this is a great car. But you can just do it when you want to. So you get to a point where I call it guerrilla Buddhism. So when people say that material things possess you, they possess you if you're really connected to them and they are your only measure of worth. But the only way to know that material goods aren't really, you're not a slave to them, is get them. Get them, have them, and then go, okay, this is not that important. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. You don't feel better in a $10 million house than you do in a $5 million house than you do in a $1 million house. You don't feel better. You feel like you're in your house. As long as it's not a shit, as long as it's like rats or bugs, or you want cleanliness and safety. Yep. You want normal stuff that people like. You want to be able to chill on the couch. Couches aren't that much money. Most of the stuff is bullshit.
Yeah. My friend James says all wins feel the same.
Yeah.
And as you start to go up and up and up, the first time that you hit 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, or the first time that you buy a Toyota Supra, is the same, or maybe even kind of less than when you get a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, or you get a gold plaque from YouTube, or you get whatever.
Yeah.
All of these wins feel the same. So I got this other idea that I love about how people sacrifice the thing that they want for the thing which is supposed to get it. So a lot of the time, we will sacrifice happiness in order to be able to achieve success, so that when we finally have enough success, we can allow ourselves to be happy. So you sacrifice the thing that you want, which is happiness,
right,
for the thing which is supposed to get it, which is success.
Yeah.
And it's a super common pattern amongst high performers. You know, they grow up and maybe their parents have high standards for them. And they say that the subtext is that love is contingent on what I can bring to the world. And growing up, this person internalizes the lesson. It is very important for me to overperform, and they're driven by this desire to do more and to prove people wrong, and a chip on their shoulder and all of this. The problem is, I think that on average, high performers are more miserable than the average person. I think that more people are driven by fear and anxiety and a desire for validation and to prove themselves to the world, and a desire for acceptance, than some perfectly balanced, optimal, loving, I just want to make life the best that I can. That's not to say that there aren't people like that, but I think on balance, most people are driven by that fear of insufficiency, and they're hoping that the next thing is going to be the answer. But another friend, Alex, says, you've already achieved goals you said would make you happy. You've already achieved goals you said would make you happy. How can you presume that your happiness sits on the next side of the next set of goals, given that right now you are on the other side of your last set of goals?
So is the key to learn happiness while you're succeeding?
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
There is.
You just have to rewire your value system, and the word gratitude gets abused. It really does. It gets tossed into that word that just like it makes things sound stupid. But gratitude is very important. And if you can actually appreciate where you are and what you're doing, even if you're not doing what you want to be doing, you're going to look back on these days if you're successful in life. And you're going to look back on the days when you're kind of struggling, like, wow, like I was finding my place in the world then. Those are exciting times. If you could be excited while also motivated, it'll help your life immeasurably. And I don't think it's going to steal from your drive and ambition. I don't buy that.
I don't buy that either. I used to think that.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I know some pretty happy, driven people.
Yeah,
they exist.
There's a fear that some people have that haven't really thought about it, that if I allow myself to be too happy or grateful for the things that I've done, what if it kills my edge? It's like, dude, you are powered by a nuclear furnace of ambition. You think that giving yourself a little bit of gratitude or acceptance or love or serotonin for the things that you've done is going to nuke that? No way. It's not going to nerf any of it.
It might if that's your only drive. If your only drive is to achieve financial success. But hopefully what you're doing is rewarding in a way on its own. One of the beautiful things about stand-up is people do stand-up for free all the time. Like big name comedians, like Dave Chappelle does free stand-up all the time. Just show up at a club and do a guest set. Just pop in. He's not on the list. He's not supposed to be there. Just does it for free. Like how many people's jobs they just show up and just do them for free? You know, that's, if you can find something like that, then all the success and all the stuff, that's all wonderful. But you enjoy doing it so much. It's such a fun activity that you're doing. It's not just a making money vehicle. It's an enjoyable activity. It's so enjoyable, you'll go out of your way to do it for free.
Yeah, Robert Sapolsky, who you've had on the show, he says dopamine is not about the pursuit of happiness. It's about the happiness of pursuit. That it's as you move toward things.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
But it's so fucking trite. You're so right with what you say about gratitude.
Yeah, they get you.
We need to rebrand. There needs to be, like, it's not you, it's me. Like, how many people want to say, oh, Netflix and chill? Like, these things get captured by cliches, and you're like, no, fuck, damn it. I mean it my way, not that way.
Yeah.
But, that idea of it's far easier to achieve your material desires than to get rid of them, right? Than to renounce them. Like, it's way easier to drive a beat up Chevy truck if your last car was a Ferrari,
right?
Because you've closed that little loop,
right?
Mark Manson talks about he has this great question: what pain do you want in life? And he says that it's a much more accurate way of asking the question: what looks like work to everybody else but feels like play to you? Right? That's like a common thing. What can you do that is play that to everyone else is work? That's a competitive advantage. That might be comedy for you, for Chappelle, etc. I would happily do this for free. There are other people out there who would need to be paid an awful lot of money to go through the drama of getting up on stage.
Yeah.
Mark's contention is that any pursuit, even the most existentially aligned, will regularly feel like work. So what you need to look at is, what are the pains that you can deal with better than everybody else?